Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to part 2 of scrapbooking with the SCT Sampler, the new series that I'm doing with my lovely friend Becky. Her channel, of course, will be linked down below, and she will be doing one video for this unboxing that I just did, that you just saw on my channel, and the 12 by 12 layout, because as I mentioned to you, I did download a lovely app, but the free version of it limits you to 5-minute videos, so I wasn't able to play around with it. The VIP version is very, very inexpensive, and I will be getting it, but I would like to wait until I get my new phone. That will be sometime in June, it looks like, as of now, before everything reopens, so I can get my new phone. So we will continue the way we are doing. So you get this in 2 videos. Becky will have one video for both the unboxing and the 12 by 12 layout. Now, as I mentioned in the unboxing, I am doing this together with the May I Scraplift You series, and I decided to scraplift Liz from the Freeze Gang, because I found that this lovely layout that she did was really perfect to showcase beautiful pattern paper, and that's a lot what the sampler kit is about, is letting us see and sample a couple of collections of gorgeous paper. So here is my take on it. So I stayed very true to Liz's design. Very true. It's pretty much of a literal scrap lift. I think maybe some of my paper blocks are maybe a little wider because my photo is a little wider. And I pretty much stuck to the papers we talked about in the unboxing video. Now, this paper, in the end, I used the peach side, the side with the lovely watercolor strokes in the sort of peach corally color with the off-white in the background, because I think in the end this was just blending in too much, and I didn't, at that point, I had not chosen what paper I wanted for this back layer, which is the blue here on Liz's layout, and I really did want to use this yellow stripe, and then that was just way too much yellow, and I do love this paper. So I switched that side over, and also I switched this side because in the end this is just too pink as opposed to the corally or peaches, so I flipped it over to the lovely rainbow side for this layer here. And I quite like the outcome of this. Liz had done some outlining all around. Now, I didn't want to use black or gray. There was a little bit of distressing. This is more of an off-white. So I went with a fairly pale brown, and I outlined all my papers and my stars here using, and it's a Stampin' Up! Ink crumb cake. So it's quite a pale brown, but it comes out, definitely shows up, and it gives some differentiation. And then when I was gluing things down to begin with, I just put like one little bit of glue in the back here because I wasn't quite sure exactly how I wanted to arrange all these paper layers. And then overnight, sort of like curled up a little bit. And I love that effect, so I'm going to leave it like that. I think it gives a little added interest and a little bit of dimension to the page, because this in the end is a very simple, lovely but simple layout that really is there to showcase beautiful paper, which is what Liz did, and I did exactly the same thing because I just love it. I did outline, though. I did outline my cardstock, and I mounted it on a piece of yellow pattern paper that I had. I have if you saw last week, I have a whole stack at the top of my bin, which is some older Stampin' Up! Designer Series papers, just a sort of collection papers, and I use those a lot for matting my layout, so that is what I did here. I did have to go into my stash just a little bit. I went in to get some Happy Life little letters, and I went into my How to Kill a Kit with Style for stickers and enamel dots. But other than that, this piece, this piece are all from the kit. The paper, of course, is all from the kit. So once I got my paper down, I got my photo, it's flat to the page. I wanted to replicate here the way Liz sort of had some line items. And so I just used stickers or die cuts for that. Adventure, enjoy, favorite, and then my title here, which is Market Love. This is the market, which I mentioned previously, in our neighborhood when I was in Amsterdam, and it's the largest street market in Netherlands. It was just lovely. Once I found this market that I really like for my lunches, lovely little coffee shop, internet cafes. It was a daily visit, if only to do some people watching as well, because it was always, you know, jam-packed with locals as well as tourists. A few more stickers. This is from my How to Kill a Kit with Style. This one from the Indigo and Ivy. This one, as well as these two, are from that lovely sticker sheet that my friend Karina sent me. So happiness is here. My favorite memories. Let's do this. I did the stars the same way. I used the same paper, outlined those as well. I used 2 large and then 3 smaller because in my punches I really have only the 2 sizes. I could have done some die cutting, but by then I was getting a little bit lazy. Got that up here in diagonal. And then for me to finish it off, I did as I always do, looked for my little nooks and crannies, filled in with some enamel dots, which is exactly what Liz did. And then she did a little splattering, and so did I. I used some Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine. Got that on my page. And I don't know that this page is going to really need any journaling, because if you saw my video and you saw the layout that I did on Sunday for Sketch Sunday, it was an 8.5 by 11, and basically the entire backside of that was journaling about the neighborhood. So I think I'm going to wait, and we'll have a look when we do the album flip through whether I need to put a little bit here, and if so, it might be just a little sentence here, 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 and here, or do just a little bit of journaling around this area here in brown. We'll see. We'll see. And as you can see here, I still have a lot left over. So I will definitely be able to do an 8.5 by 11 as well as some cards. And let's see what we might do here. This is fun for, let's see. Oh, I love this for, let's see, for an, oh, look. And then that has the same lovely sort of color here with a little bit of that. Oh, so these 3, I think these 3 could be fun for an 8.5 by 11. What do you think? Yeah, I think I'm going to try that for an 8.5 by 11. And then what I did just to add here, because I was talking with you about maybe making a card as simple as this, and then I thought I have a die set which is very similar. Now, the die set is narrower, so I can't really just layer these one on top of the other. They don't, you know, come out into a pleasing type of arrangement at all, but I can certainly do something like that. So we might do that. So come back to see the 3rd video for me in this series, where I will do an 8.5 by 11, I hope, some cards, maybe a few little embellishments. Becky will have 2 videos in total because her unboxing and her 12 by 12 will be 1 video because she is smarter at editing than me. Also, because this is part of the May I Scraplift You, please don't forget to go on over and see who my lovely friend Crystal is scraplifting today. And I will see you again very, very shortly. Thanks for being here. I should have done this with the scrapbook, with the sampler kit way before. It's fun. If you have the sampler kit, dig it out and use it. It's so much fun to play with. Talk to you soon. Bye.